everyone, my name is Fumble and welcome to my very first ever episode of Minecraft. Now, a little bit of bad news. I know, we're just a few seconds into the video and yet I'm already telling you bad news. But I do believe that we have to get this out before we start on all the fun stuff. The thing is that this server started earlier this year, so it started around January. So it's not the first episode of the server, but it is the first episode of the series. And that means that some people here, or most of the people here, have already made their bases, their farms, and there's a shopping district. And I'm just gonna stop mentioning all of those stuff because you guys will say, "Oh, that means we've missed quite a lot." Well, no, because I haven't started on my base, which you'll be seeing very soon. Welcome to Koaland. Koaland. I can never seem to pronounce that right. I have a hard time trying to say it. Some people say it with ease. And there's one person in the server who calls it Koaland, which, mind you, is a lot more easier than saying Koaland. So you haven't really missed anything that much, because I've been working on a lot of random projects, so I didn't have a chance to make or to improve my base, even though we've started around early January. So this here isn't really, I plan to make this the main base of operation of my base, but this isn't this isn't my starter house. My starter house is actually way over there. Currently, I'm making a sheep farm because I had an old sheep farm. As you can see by that sheep is living proof that I used to have a sheep farm right next to this chicken farm. But then when I was making it, you have your random creeper explosions not lighting up your base. So I had one of those beautiful experience, so I ended up just scrapping the whole thing, and the whole place was cramped anyways. So I just decided to make a new one, and I like this better than the old design, because the old design kind of looked like one of those things, but it was green, and this one makes it a lot more better because I've decided to go with the theme of like a ruined water base. Yeah, that's what I have. And also because as you can tell from my skin, I really love the color cyan, so these things are also cyan, and I love how their textures are. So we're going with this theme, and let's just stick in the water theme thing so that it will sound legit. I think that's the word. Alright, let's go back to the video. This is my starter base. There used to be a lot of turtles here, but then I guess they all suffocated and died, because they usually end up inside these boats, and these boats would for some reason always get pushed off on the side, and they suffocate. And then every so often you would just hear random dying noises of turtles, which isn't the most pleasant experience. Let's go back to making my sheep farm. It's almost done. So as I said, I am going with a kind of ruined ocean temple feel. So I guess it could be considered as Atlantis, but I don't want to like spam my whole base with all of these blocks, with the prismarine blocks. I do want to incorporate them with all of the other blocks as well, because it actually looks pretty nice, and especially when you put in some leaf blocks, it looks beautiful. So I plan to make a base that has an open feel to it, like this one. One of my friends asked me if I was going to build a house or a building on top of it or over it, and I said, yeah, no, I think I'm just gonna keep it open like this, because I just love the open. Even the whole design of this thing is open as well. I wanted it to feel open. So this is it. This is the sheep farm. I just have to add in multiple sheeps inside, because this isn't really the most efficient one. It looks pretty, yes, but not efficient. And what we're after is efficiency. The main point why I made the sheep farm is purely for pixel art. That's right, I made all of this for the sake of pixel art, because we have a place in the end, which is a huge canvas of a huge white canvas, and people have been making pixel art on it. So I also want to make pixel art, and in the future I would want to provide the people with wool, and that's why I'm gathering quite a lot of them, so that people will have wool to use, and hopefully will encourage them to make more pixel arts, because that's fun. It's fun making pixel art. It looks a bit run down, which is the feel that I really wanted to give off. And yeah, I've added in a little bit of like some ores in it to make it a little bit like to break the symmetry of the stone. Texturizing is really important. So when I'm done here, also I've added in some ladders so that I can come up pretty easily if I want to change their colors, if I desperately need a certain color in large amounts and quantities. And I think there should be something there so that it will be easy for me to get from one place to the other without breaking my bones, just like that. Hey guys, welcome back. So I've made more progress to the sheep farm. I've mostly added in more leaf blocks to make it more run down, and I gotta say, I like the way it looks, but maybe I may have overdone it, but I think it's okay. And I've also I've added in some more light sources, because there was this one time where there was a creeper that came out of or like popped out of the side, and then I don't know about you guys, but whenever I see creepers, I always imagine them to have like this kind of setting, like when they pop up they come like, hey, what's up, boom. Them creepers, they always seem to be overly excited about just everything, and they end up blowing up. It might not look like much progress, but actually if you look closely from the previous design that I made, there are actually 3 sheeps inside each of these tanks now. That's right, I've added more sheeps, and you could say that it's become a little bit more faster ever since, or compared to when I didn't have 3 in each cubicle. So I only have this last cubicle left, and I have these 2 very special guys to complete this farm. After this farm, we'll be moving on to another different type of project as well, because I think I've dawdled a little bit, a bit too long on this project, and I think we're in need of a new kind of setting. 12 lassos. If you could only imagine how many sheeps there were before I placed them inside each cubicle. There were really a lot, and all of them are the offsprings of Jeb here, which is trying to do a getaway. Sorry, Jeb, but you're a special sheep. Don't worry, buddy. I'm gonna make you a place here that will make everybody know and think that you are special, because you are. Right, buddy? Also, I found this doggo just roaming around that area of the base, and I had to befriend. I'm saying as if I was forced, but yes, I had to befriend him, because if I didn't, he might have killed Jeb, and we don't want that, because Jeb is our special sheep. And I'd like to keep him, because I want to place him somewhere very, very important. Now okay, here we go. Come on, buddy. Let's wrangle up the last 2. So congratulations, guys. You'll actually see the tedious process on what I do just to get these guys inside. The trick is you just don't have to move a lot. And I'll show you after after this guy decides to come up. Alright, there we go. That's right. Oh, it's covered. We have to put this back later. Alright, so the trick is you just gently pull them towards you. Make sure you have more space. And come on, bud, don't embarrass. Don't embarrass. It worked before. Oh, it worked before. Right, hang on. Imagine I had to do this with 15 cubicles. I had to do this, and each time I placed them, there was always a possibility. See, you just don't have. The trick is you don't have. Just don't pull it on them. Alright, so that's the last one done. Okay, let's make sure to clean this up, because if I don't, I'll forget about it. I'll definitely forget about it. Alright, get this. So I have 14 lassos now. That's 15. And Jeb has the last one. So there we go. That's it. That's basically the sheep farm. The back part isn't really done yet, but overall it's finished. This is the finished form of the sheep farm. And I guess over time we can add something here in the middle. You guys can help me decide how to incorporate Jeb in the middle to make. It would be nice if like Jeb wouldn't block the whole view, because it would ruin the whole open feel to it. Because here's the thing, I was thinking if I did place Jeb inside, or like here, he would be blocking the view, which I don't really want. Because see here, imagine that's Jeb. This block of andesite is. I'm sorry, no, okay, let's stop. So compared to the block of andesite that was there blocking the view, this is a lot better when you see it like right there, and you see everything in just one look. But if I put something in the middle, that kind of attracts or like pulls the viewer's attention towards the block, which I don't really want, because I want them to. But then again, we are planning to make Jeb like the center of attention. I do want him to be the center of attention, but I don't really want him to be like. How about if just here in the middle? I think that works. Or how about? Oh, wait. Or how about we make it go down? Yeah. Why don't we make it go down? Alright. I'll give it a try, and then if after a few minutes of making it, I'll let you guys see what it looks like. So the main idea is that I'm gonna make this place a little bit deeper so that Jeb can stay in the middle, but at the same time not block the view. So I'll be right back. And this is what I have decided. So I've made it go down one more level. Jeb will stay here, and we're gonna make like a mini field. Well, it can't really be considered a field because it's too small to be considered a field. But we're gonna put in some wheat and maybe some path blocks, and then some AFK. Yeah, Zach, good luck with your AFKing session. Wheat and maybe some farmland. Because the idea is, I would like people to be able to like go down here and then say hi to Jeb, like, hey Jeb, what's up? You can worship Jeb all you want, but no touchy my sheepy, alright? Okay. And also, thanks for giving me the idea, Zach. Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm finally done with, I know I call it a field, but now I just call it Jeb's worshipping altar. So I'm finally done. So it took me a couple of days to finish, might be a couple of seconds for you. So without further ado, let me show you Jeb's worshipping altar. So here it is. Ta-da! What do you guys think? Now, I did say that we don't want anything obstructing the view, and these bushes and flowers are, but it's not completely blocking the view. It's still down there, so it's okay. It can stay. As you can see, I've added in some flowers and some bushes and some light blocks, because there was this one time when I was checking the farm and checking how much wool I've collected. There was a creeper that fell down, and my initial reaction was like run, just run, just run. When you see something that's mosaic green, your first instinct should be run, just run, because that's probably a creeper. And before I stall and talk a lot about some random stuff, let me just show you around, or like show you what it looks like all around, because if in case you guys want to build it in your world, you can have an idea of what it looks like. So let's just check if there are any creepers ahead, because we might have some explosive encounters. So as you can see here, I've hidden away some glowstones and some ores. Now, some people might not like glowstones, but if you hide them in a proper way, or if you hide them or use them in the right way, they actually look pretty nice. They add to the mysterious effect of the whole build, especially if you're building something mysterious. Like, well, I'm not really sure if you can consider this as a mysterious build, but yeah, it adds to the feel to it. So I know this is open, and I will eventually add in some few more stuff to make it close, but as of now, this is fine because we don't usually get to see the back portion of the farm. And I've added in some blocks and some ores and some andesite to break the symmetry of the stone. So here we are, some overhanging bushes to make it look as if it's overgrown. Alright, and this is open. Okay, now I'm almost done. Let me just... Okay, this is the side part. And then we go to the front. Also, the ladder is also really helpful if you place it, because then everything will be a lot more easier when you climb up. You don't have to like go all the way there just to be able to change their skin. Oh hey Zach. So that's it. That's the sheep farm done. And I hope you guys enjoy this episode. On the next episode, we're probably gonna be making or redesigning the whole tree farm. I do plan on making it still look like that, where you pass through some trees, but maybe you can like put these oak woods to the side there and make it a little bit more, to make this like the center. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode. Fumble signing out.